Today, President Biden hosted the first ever trilateral summit with the leaders of South Korea and Japan. The president is hoping to build a united front in the Pacific against emerging threats from China and North Korea. It all took place at Camp David, the presidential retreat where it's rare to see reporters, and that's where we find CBS's Nancy Cordes.
An historic backdrop for an unprecedented meeting, the first standalone summit ever between the leaders of the U.S., Japan, and South Korea.
The world will be safer as we stand together.
President Biden insisted this summit was not about China. And yet the three leaders released a statement today condemning China's, quote, dangerous and aggressive military moves in the South China Sea. They also agreed to a series of measures aimed at countering Chinese economic coercion and North Korean nuclear provocation.
When other nations seek cooperation in the region, they make judgments about would they be better off if they make commitments.
President Biden has been courting these two leaders for years, working to overcome a century of mistrust between their nations, a legacy of Japanese colonization. Today, the three leaders agreed to hold annual trilateral summits, step up joint military exercises, and establish a three-way hotline to be used in times of crisis.
A clear example would be if North Korea conducted a particularly provocative test.
Mira Rapp-Hooper is the president's senior director for East Asia.
We might use the hotline to pick up the phone and to discuss with one another what steps we would like to take to respond.
China had a response to all of this today. Attempts to form various exclusive groups and cliques are unpopular, a Chinese spokesperson warned. It will definitely spark vigilance and opposition. President Biden did say today that he is hoping to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping in the fall, but there's a new concern for the White House tonight. Officials say that recent military tests suggest that North Korea is getting help with its nuclear program from Russia. JB?
Nancy Cordes at Camp David.